Welcome back. It's me, Uhfgood, and today we're going to do our next thing in the coffee cup thing, the donut video, the donut tutorials. Um, but first, I need to think about something. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And this one that I'm working on is going to actually be 7, which is interesting. So 594, 595, 596, 597, 598, 599, and 600. Okay, right. Because if it was 590, if I started on 595, it would have been 6 of them. It's actually 7 of them because it includes 594. Anyways, that's not really important. What is important is this. Okay. So now we at our final deal, and this is actually kind of a final thing for. Okay, let's actually speed this up first. Speed it up faster. This is actually kind of a final thing in a lot of ways. I am not going to stop doing the tutorial, but I'm thinking I might just go ahead and stop doing. I'm going to go ahead and stop with the official videos. You know, it's just going to be update, whatever, and I'm not going to mess around with. Nah, maybe I'll do that 601 and 602. So starting 60 with update 603, it's just going to be the raw development footage, you might say. So we're almost done here. Anyways, I'm trying to plug up the holes. I'm trying to use a plane here that I finished. Then I tried to do this. And what's funny is if you go into edit mode and you add anything like a mesh, it is not an object. It actually becomes part of the object you're editing. So this is part of the cup, and anything else that I put in there is part of the cup. So that didn't work for me, and so what I ended up doing was putting a couple of circles and basically kind of embedding them into the glass and rotating them and stretching them till it worked. So that's cool. Eventually did work. The only problem is there's no vertices in there, and so it's still its own thing. And then this is me trying to attempt to do the liquid. I was trying to attempt to do the inside to do some Boolean operation. It never quite worked. See, that's a whatever difference operation, and then I had an intersect, and then that worked, but it wasn't filled. In fact, I kind of go back to that method a little bit later, but for the meantime, let's just bump it up a little bit. So that didn't work. So I tried selecting the insides, and then I tried different things that didn't work. So in the end, I decided to duplicate the cup, and then I went in and basically started taking off the outside. In fact, there's an inside vertices and outside vertices, and so basically what I did is I took that off, and then I used this cube to cut it down to a certain size for the liquid part. And then of course this was still a little wonky, so I just decided to kind of leave those in there after figuring out how to like separate stuff. And so basically I worked on the original instead of the duplicate, but it's okay because it still works. But as you can see, so basically what I ended up doing was what somebody said to do, which was after deleting the outside vertices and cutting off the top where the liquid was supposed to be, I filled the top, and then I kind of messed around with it, and eventually I got this, and then I expanded it out a little bit so that it kind of almost intersects with the glass a little bit. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, and then for some reason this left this hole in here because I deleted it somehow. That I had gotten the loose, like when you remove an object from being joined to another object. You know, say it's a separate dilly, but it's a link joined as part of the same one, and then you fix that with the loose deals, then you'll lose that. So I lost that little opening, and so basically what I did is instead I selected that hole and then I filled it. And I could have done that with this up here, but I decided that I wasn't going to screw around with that. Instead, I was just going to leave it because it's, you know, it's close enough. And if you notice here, everything is red. And the reason that's red is because the normals are facing the wrong way. They're facing on the inside. And that was why why my saucer and cup looked metallic, or had that metallic look, because it was showing the light was going through it the wrong way. So all you have to do is shift N, and then it flips the normals back, and that's actually an overlay, the red blue thing. You can actually show the normals there. And so if you notice, my saucer there, of course, is wrong too, and then I fixed it. And let's see if now if you notice, there's not much of the metallic thing there anymore. If you notice that I rendered it, it almost looks like there's milk in there or something. Then I kind of tweaked the. Okay, that was an Eevee. It actually looks metallic, even though it's a glass having some sort of reflection thing. Then there's that little weird kind of edge there, and I think it might be just reflecting the edge here, you know, where it's dark. So I just decided I wasn't going to worry about that either. And so yeah. Now the rest of this was me trying to tweak. It's because I kept trying to fix this, smooth this over, you know, kind of fix it. I actually added a couple of insets here, and then I raised them up a little bit, and then it left these like little pits. And so then I figured out these were like overlapping vertices and just things done the wrong way. And so basically I started deleting like edges and stuff. When I started deleting the edges, and then I switched back, the thing ended up missing. It's partly because part of it was, you know, inside or pulled out, and so basically I smoothed it out by actually removing this odd overlapped edges that weren't supposed to be in there. And so it ended up making most of that smooth. I mean, it still wasn't 100% smooth, but it was, you know, like what they say, close enough for government work. If you notice here, mess with the thing on the top a little bit, and then I actually went ahead and did that. I think I did an inset on there. I'm not sure, but I think that's what I did. Or maybe I just, yeah, I guess I just. Anyways, so I ended up fudging there, and there we have our full thing here. So we have this full. I don't know if you could hear that. It was my dad. I'm about ready to eat lunch, which is fine because I'm just about done here, right? Anyways, I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to do one more donut video. One more. I'm not sure if I'll do a nav mesh one or not, because the next one is just going to be in between. It's going to have thumbnails and it's going to have description, and it's not going to be raw. It's going to be like this. But after that, I'm going to just upload the raw videos. I'm going to do it 720p like I've been doing these. I'll talk occasionally, but I won't be needing to talk. You know, I won't be doing much for title other than saying what update it is, and the thumbnails. I won't be actually doing any thumbnails to speak of. I'll just let the YouTube do the automatic thumbnail. So I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.